Hello, Tim from Fairplay now, 11th of May 2021, and yeah, I'm back. I just really shot that other video I put up today after having got back from work, and here I am now all sort of showered up and feeling a lot fresher. And as I was in the shower, a few more thoughts came into my head, as it often does in that situation. And question I'd like to ask you, are you an optimist or a pessimist? Are you a glass half full type of person or a glass half empty type of person, which is putting it a slightly different way? And of course we're taught that we should be optimistic, that's the more positive frame of mind to have, and you certainly might get a bit of stick if you're a pessimist, always sort of moaning and coming out with pessimistic views. Oh, Tim, why are you such a moaner? Why are you such a pessimist? But I'd put it to you, I think in general I tend to be on the more optimistic side, although believe you me, I have had my pessimistic moments, especially over this last year. But if you're a pessimist, I just think that means you're a survivor. If you're a glass half empty person, you've got a good sense of survival. And I can demonstrate that because I've heard that if you live in anywhere like the Australian outback or I think Namibia, I know this is definitely the case there, but anywhere where you're sort of near deserts or other wild remote places where if you break down you're dead basically, in those sort of places you never ever let your fuel tank go below half apparently. And that's just because if you do end up getting lost or you end up doing somehow more miles than you thought you were going to have to, you've got plenty of fuel to get back to civilization, so you don't run out of fuel in the middle of this scorching Australian outback. So tank half empty, I need to go and fill up, and that's very much the mentality they have in these places. And that just shows you that being a sort of a glass half empty type of person or a half empty tank type person isn't necessarily a bad thing. And just to ram home this point even further, I understand that in wartime Europe and Germany there were basically two types of Jewish people. You had the optimistic Jews and the pessimistic Jews, and it was the pessimistic Jews who were the ones who survived, because well before things got ramped up to being absolutely terrible for them, the pessimistic ones were the ones who got out. And probably in sort of 1933, 34, 35, they're the ones who, or certainly well before the war anyway, they're the ones who said, right, we've had enough of this here, we're going to get out and we're going to go to Britain, or we're going to go to America, or wherever else it was they went. I think Palestine, I think they went to as well. And so they're the pessimistic ones, because they must have been thinking, things aren't ever going to improve here, they're only ever going to get worse, we're out of here. Whereas the optimistic ones, of course, were the ones who stayed. It's not going to be like this forever. They're not going to make it worse. You lot are just too pessimistic. It pays to be optimistic in life, and we're just going to stay here and hope for the best. And sadly, I don't need to tell you how that turned out, do I? So, it does pay, I think, sometimes to be more on the pessimistic side of things. And really good one to end this on is I heard a phrase once which I think is the ideal thing, and that phrase or saying is hope for the best but plan for the worst. So I think that is what we need to do. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.